You are listening to GameBreak, brought to you by HNE.
This video is sponsored by Saints Row and its first sequel were quite obviously Grand Theft Auto clones. Saints Row 3 is where the GTA and Saints Row franchises begin to diverge. The story changes from being a group of gangsters to corporate sellouts after being kicked out of their home turf by the government. The Saints are now having their stories told in movies and are being sponsored by soda companies. While they are now dressing in suits and other high fashions, very little about this game is serious. It is all actually pretty goofy, and it leads the Saints to political office. The opening of Saints Row 4 has the Saints leader in the role of the President of the United States of America. Soon after inauguration, the planet is invaded and destroyed. All of the remains are the inner circle of the Saints and a few allies. Their goal now is to take revenge for the destruction of Earth and find survivors. However, they first need to escape the Matrix. Saints Row 4 is a good-looking game compared to the first two entries in this series. It is easy to tell that the attention to detail has steadily increased with each new game. There is also a large wardrobe selection to dress the player's character. However, the assortment of vehicles has been reduced from that of the third entry. This is primarily because of the introduction of superpowers. The vehicles are still required for some activities, but otherwise the real draw are the superpowers. Early in the game, players are essentially able to scale walls and glide across parts of the city. The superpowers range from high jumping to super speed to enhanced attacks. Sure, players can still punch and kick, but now everything goes flying. Players eventually also receive hydro, pyro, and telekinetic abilities as the game progresses. These superpowers only work inside of the Matrix. As with the previous entries, the voice cast is a solid group of talented people. Nolan North is hysterical when he breaks the fourth wall with some of his lines. The radio soundtrack has a great assortment of music from various genres. Creating a personal soundtrack ensures that only specific songs are being played. If the player is in a vehicle with a passenger long enough and a specific song begins to play, they both will begin singing with the song. Saints Row 4 is the best of both worlds. It is a serious action game and it has a sense of humor. There is a co-op mode that allows players to join another player's game, but the action is limited. Otherwise, it has never been so much fun to be superpowered, destroying aliens and their futuristic weapons.
To read more in relation to what was covered in this segment, previews, reviews and other game-related articles, log on to www.haslage.net.